were specially created to promote the album, and he hasn't left Brian's house since he arrived in 1977. There's Roger's iconic bass drum head that he used on the News of the World tour. We've got Freddie Mercury's lightning bulge stage costume that won't have been seen since he wore it on the Works tour in 1985. Precious handwritten lyrics written by each band member, and much, much more which you can see all around you. Enjoy. And now I invite our sponsor, the president of BMI, to say a few words, Mr. Dale Byron.
BMI's from the press. Welcome tonight. It's such a pleasure to be here to speak about this historic overview, this wonderful book. It brilliantly illustrates the story of a band that redefined what rock superstardom really meant and really means today. Today, with 20/20 hindsight vision, we can clearly see the impact of the songs they wrote and the records they recorded in their performances. They are still 3 generations later celebrated on every continent. Their songs combine genius and genuine power and audacious style that crosses genres as diverse as rockabilly and operetta. And we know which song that is, Scaramouche, Galileo, and have become true anthems for legions of fans across the world, specifically in any sports arena that you ever attend. Tomorrow evening at the BMI London Awards at the Dorchester, we will celebrate and honor Queen as BMI icons in recognition of their unique and indelible influence on generations, there you are, Brian, on generations of music makers.
Thank you.
They join an honor roll of BMI icons that include Van Morrison, Brian Wilson, James Brown, Chuck Berry, the Bee Gees, Ray Davies, Brian Ferry, Dolly Parton, and Paul Simon, our most recent icon. We are thrilled to join the industry and the fans in acknowledging and celebrating this success across 40 years of Queen. I am personally very proud to be a part of this evening, and am so excited about tomorrow evening, and we will see you there. Now I would like to introduce the author of this wonderful volume that you've seen all around the various rooms. One of Britain's most distinguished music journalists, Harry Doherty. He is more distinguished than my ability to pronounce his name. Doherty.
Very much. Thanks for coming. You know, it's almost a year to the day that I was asked to write this book, and I only found out about it because I went into my junk mail and Hotmail and saw this subject line saying Queen Writing Project, and I thought, well, better check that out. And it was from Roland Hall and Carlton saying, oh, Queen have asked me to ask you, would you be interested in writing this book? And I thought, that's interesting. So from that day, we planned it, and here we are now. I mean, I feel honored to be invited to actually write this, and despite all the tight deadlines, it was a pleasure to work on. When I saw the format, I was floored with all this stuff about Queen's history that had never been seen before. Carlton have done credit to the amount of wonderful material at their disposal. So here we are, and we have the book out, and I think we all agree it's quite wonderful. I'd like to thank a few people. My able assistant, Graham Middleton, who just, and my editorial support at the Bluebell Pub in Emsworth. All the people at Carlton, Piers, Roland, Nicole, who put this whole evening together, and Russell Knowles, the designer. And a special thank you to that massive Queen organisation, which doesn't let anything go lightly. From there, I'd like to thank the manager, Jim Beach, archivist, Greg Brooks, art director, Richard Gray, and superfan, according to Brian, Gary Taylor. And most of all, I'd like to thank the band themselves for making my life wonderful as a fan. Without them, you just can't imagine a world without Queen, can you? Brian and Roger have been the guardians of the legacy. The bulk of the material in the book has come from Brian's huge archive. That's why he needs a big house, I think. And from Freddie's family. It's my pleasure now to introduce a good friend of mine, I think, and a man whose music I absolutely love, Brian May.
A great job on the text of this book. I hope you're enjoying this exhibition. This is actually a unique opportunity for everyone to see some priceless relics, including this fabulous guitar, including me. It's actually quite strange to see my guitar sort of put on a shelf as a sort of museum piece, and I feel a bit like that myself sometimes. But I think it's a fabulous book. This is one of the few Queen publications and output that we didn't put our fingers all over, in a sense. You know, Roger and I are very controlling human beings, and normally we give everybody a lot of grief. In this case, we had great confidence in the team, and Harry is one of our team, you know, did a fantastic job on writing this piece. I want to make sure that we recognise the unsung heroes, who are Richard Gray and our archivist, Greg Brooks, and they're here, you know, who really, from about 5 years ago, were pulling together all the material for this book. And Roland Russell from Carlton did a fantastic job on it. This is more than a book, it's a toy. I think, you know, it's something to play with and enjoy and hopefully archive. That should have been funny. It's true. I'm a kind of obsessive archivist. I have a strange picture of myself archiving this book, you know, and then it will be brought out as a future exhibition. I just want to say thank you, because I think it's a great book and it's going to fly off the shelves at Christmas time. I can't believe this. I think we might get rich. God bless you.